You think you know what's gonna happen, but you don't.
And then I saw the gunman like right in front of me, and I stopped and I meant to run.
The adrenaline gets to you.
But I was kind of frozen in my spot, and he shot me, and I was like, I died, so.
I start to think, what if this would happen? I start to think, like, I'm not gonna try to save my best friend. I'm gonna try to save myself.
And the gunman came in, killed Jacob, and took me.
You, come here, come with me, come here.
And I had to go down in the hallway and try to open the doors.
Tell him to open the door.
Open the door! Acting innocent so that we could get in and he could kill the people.
And then I got up and I walked out into the middle of the cafeteria, and I just looked down and I see people just laying there.
It could be your brother, it could be your best friend, it could even be your enemy, but either way, you're still gonna think, like, what if that was you?
With all the shootings that have been going on, it's good to be prepared, just in case.
It's eye-opening, definitely for the students. I know a lot of my friends got scared. Some teachers told me their doors wouldn't lock, and they were scared.
I was just thinking of places I would hide or run if in the scenario that had ever happened. I couldn't think of any.
It makes you think this could happen.
This is my first time, and I would definitely do it again.
This is my 10th one. So, but the weird thing is, it gets me every time.
Hi everybody, Mr. Boehm. I want to talk to you about a little change in our security procedures. Most of you are familiar with the fact that up until now we've had a two-level lockdown system. The first level, or the soft lockdown, students stayed in their classrooms, but classes could still go on and kind of the learning environment was still intact. The second level was doors got locked, front doors got locked, all the exterior doors got locked, classroom doors, and then nobody could go in or out and everybody had to lights out corner of the room. So that didn't give us as many options as we would like. So what we're going to do is go to a three-level lockdown system. And what you guys are going to start seeing is in your classrooms, these are going to be posted on the wall over by the red fire and yellow tornado signs. And so I wanted to go through what each of these three-level lockdowns is and when you might hear it, and if you do hear it via PA, what it is you do. I also want you to know in the very near future we're going to drill this. So in a level 1 lockdown, so that is the first level, what it means is there's a possible threat outside of the building and all of the external access to the building should be secured and closely monitored. So what does that mean? All the exterior doors are going to get locked, staff's going to be on alert and monitoring doors, parents and volunteers and staff can leave if they need to. Students can leave if they're accompanied by a staff member or other adult. If you are in a class outside the building in a level 1 lockdown, you can return to the building, okay? So I want to be clear about that. Teaching and learning can continue in classrooms under a level 1. So let's move to the next level, okay? Level 2. What does this mean? It means there's a disturbance within the school's interior and all exterior access to the building has to be secured. And there's internal movement only at the direction of administrators, right? So just like level 1, all the exterior doors get locked and they're monitored and we're on alert. But in level 2, classroom doors get locked. There is no movement outside the classroom unless administrators okay it. Teaching can continue and learning can continue just like level 1, but as I said before, the door's locked and nobody can come in and out. Nobody can enter the building from the exterior, and this is an important change. If you're in a class outside during a level 2, you will not come back to the building. You will relocate most likely to Badger Ridge Middle School or wherever your teacher directs you. Now if you think about it, we don't want classes coming back into the building on a level 2 because that means there's something going on inside. So just kind of logically you understand. So the final level is a level 3 lockdown. and that means there's an imminent danger. So there's a situation, typically inside, that could cause immediate threat of death or great bodily harm. So all activity stops. All students, staff, and visitors have to immediately move to a secure area. So we're in a full lockdown, doors get locked. I want to emphasize this next point. If you're in Mr. Strauss's class in C126, but you happen to be on a pass to the library, in a level 3, we do not want you going all the way back to Mr. Strauss's class. You will find or be led into a space in the library by one of the librarians because you're going to shelter in place. You're going to find the nearest room where you can take shelter behind a locked door. You don't have to worry about going from the K-wing back to the main building if that's where your point of origin is. Hopefully that makes sense. So classes on the F and G level, as you guys know, most of those have windows or glass in them. What we're going to ask staff and students to do is move from those interior rooms where the windows face out to the LMCs to a room that is closer to the exterior of the building. You think of Ms. Mickelson's room, you think of Mr. Tiller's room, Mr. Ray's room, those type of rooms where there's no or much less window access or visibility. Okay? Classroom teachers should check the area within view of the classroom for students and then immediately lock their door. You'll lock the door, we turn the lights out, everybody out of the line of sight. So we don't want anybody looking in from the hallways and being able to see you. We really want people quiet, obviously, because you don't want to identify yourself visually or with hearing auditorily to a bad guy. If you're in a class outside, again, obviously you do not want to come back into Verona Area High School. You will relocate, most likely to Badger Ridge Middle School. And then the administration will be giving it directions via PA to staff and students from that point. So, and the last thing I really wanted to say is, I don't need to tell anybody under the age of 18 this, adults really don't know as much as we think we do. And in order to keep you guys safe, a really big deal is letting us know if you're ever concerned about your own personal safety or the safety of your friends, okay? We're not looking for snitches, we're looking to keep people safe. And some of the best information we get and that we use to help people comes from other students who are concerned. Hey, I'm worried about my friend who's talking about this. I'm worried about my friend who's thinking about hurting themselves. So think about the adults in the building that you trust and could convey that information to. Again, the point is, how do we keep all of us safe? Really appreciate your time. Have a great day, everybody.